Renaissance Architecture by Will Chappie. Renaissance architecture is called Renaissance because it is part of the rediscovery and revival of Greek and Roman thought and culture that came from the Renaissance, meaning from rebirth, that lasted from around 1400 to around 1600. Renaissance architecture was a style of architecture characterized by the use of classical architectural ideas and techniques, originating in Florence with the work of architect Filippo Brunelleschi. When creating the dome of the Florence Cathedral, Brunelleschi was influenced by the dome of the Pantheon in Rome, as well as his ideas of order, symmetry, and his rediscovery of the linear perspective. The style of Renaissance architecture also came at a time of greater artistic revival and wealth in Italy. Some characteristics of Renaissance architecture include a desire for symmetry, proportion, and harmony, the use of classical orders, which are styles of columns, and precise ratios of height and width. Domes, columns, arches, and pediments were common features of Renaissance buildings. Some examples of Renaissance buildings include St. Peter's Basilica and the Sistine Chapel, both located in the Vatican City, the Palazzo Farnese, located in Rome, and the Palazzo Medici Riccardi, located in Florence, and the Basilica di San Lorenzo, also located in Florence. An example of a Renaissance architect is Michelangelo, who also worked as a sculptor. He designed St. Peter's Basilica, the Porta Pia, and the Laurentian Library. Another example was Andrea Palladio. He designed Il Redentore, the Via La Rotonda, and the Basilica Pardani. And his work was so unique that he had an entire separate style named after him. Some accolades of the design period were that it was praised for its innovative use of classical techniques and for its innovative blending of classical techniques and Christian ideas. Architects used classical ideas of symmetry and combined them with new ideas such as the linear perspective and used them in new and innovative ways in their designs. An example of this is the dome, which has remained a feature that is used to capture awe in designs. The period was also criticized for being overly excessive in its displays of personal wealth and status. Wealthy patrons were criticized for commissioning huge projects to impress their peers and taxing their subjects to pay for these projects. Some technological advances of the period included the printing press, which helped architectural ideas spread from Italy to the rest of Europe. The cranked hoist, which was used to bring materials and food to workers working higher up on buildings. And the blast and finery furnaces, which allowed greater production of iron that can be used in buildings. Renaissance architecture influenced several later styles of architecture. The basic elements of Renaissance buildings were embellished in the later Baroque style that countered the ideas of the Protestant Reformation. The styles that the Renaissance developed in Italy and the rest of Europe also influenced the Renaissance revival style of the mid-19th century and was one of the many styles that influenced what the hell? In particular, the palazzos built in the Renaissance style were used as a template for buildings such as department stores. Renaissance architecture originated in Florence, Italy in the 15th century, with Filippo Brunelleschi being credited with bringing about the Renaissance style of architecture. It then spread to the rest of Italy in the 15th and early 16th centuries, before spreading to the rest of Europe and even to the European colonies in the Americas throughout the 16th and 17th century. This spread was helped by illustrated books and prints of plans and styles, and Italian architects became highly sought after. In the countries it spread to, Renaissance architecture mixed with the views of local architects who took up the style, as well as local cultures, to create unique styles in places like England, France, the Low Countries, Spain, Germany, and the Baltic states. How did it fade out? Renaissance architecture faded out slowly as architects in Italy experimented with using classical styles in more innovative ways and moved away from the traditional classical styles and symmetry of the Roman style, which led to the Baroque style. Baroque was more ornate and had less of the strict rules of Renaissance architecture. It was introduced to the rest of Europe suddenly as a counter by the Catholic Church to the ideas of the Protestant Reformation. Baroque was used by the Catholic Church to inspire awe in the common people in a way that Renaissance architecture had not been.
farmer's market was one of my greatest achievements as city councilor. It's good for the economy, it's good for families, and it's good for promoting a healthy lifestyle, which Pawnee desperately needs.
Look at this tiny tree. Can you eat this?
Oh, this one's dead.
Hey, Connie Cabbage, what's good today?
Green cabbage is always a safe bet. Red cabbage is good. I mean, you can't go wrong. That's the fun thing about cabbage.
One of the fun things. Chard bodies. Get a chard on?
What the hell is going on?
Oh, yeah, that's the new chard stand. I suppose that's one way to sell vegetables.
We got Swiss chard, we got white.
And I suppose that's one way.
What do you want me to do?
Well, you're the city manager, kick them out.
I mean, that wooden sign you made that says, "Please be kind to others"?
Yes, and in case of fire, remain calm, and you won't believe how nice all of our vendors are. I don't like vegetables, but I'm very good at vegetable puns.
Okay, I admit this is a little iffy.
A little
but
iffy?
I can't do anything till I check the rules for city vendors.
Cabbage, come and get it.
Connie, no, put those away.
Okay, Harrison Ford movie night.
Before we do that, I was thinking more about that Chard guy. I mean, it would be very easy for you to revoke their license.
Okay, Leslie, this is city business.
Okay, Pawnee Parks Department. Soon you will be paired up with the person who is roughly your equivalent in Eagleton. Donna, you'll be with Craig. April, you'll be with someone named Tinifer. And Ron, your guy is also named Ron.
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 Last name?
Hey, bro!
Is that your name, or are you telling me you're finished talking?
Both.
Done and done. I like Ron.
Okay, Eagleton. I think we should flip a coin. I mean it. Let's literally flip a coin. Because whoever runs is going to do a great job, and whoever doesn't run is going to be right alongside the other one, offering advice and support and whatever they need.
What kind of a business is this? Is it like hitman or astronauts?
It's an accounting firm, but they recently opened up a consulting wing. And consulting is perfect for April.
You think this Barney fellow will listen to what we have to say?
Ben! Ben is here. Hi, Ben. Tad! Ben is here.
Hey, it is actuarially very good to see you guys.
Dad!
They like me here.
You gotta hear this.
April Ludgate Dwyer. She worked on the Grizzle deal that you guys did the finances for.
Now, I know that you're opening up a consulting wing, and we just think that April would be a great hire.
Yeah, and here's the thing, Barney. We're obviously very familiar with what consulting is, but why don't you go ahead and tell my friends here, because I don't think that they know.
Well, it's really about finding creative solutions to difficult problems. Now, a lot of times there's firing, so consultants aren't exactly well liked.
Holy crap. This is the job for her. I can feel it. She'll take it. Now let's talk perks. Does she get the summer's off? Is it like school?
Son, easy.
Well, what did she major in? Economics? Accounting?
She designed her own major, Halloween studies.
Trust me, Barney, she's brilliant and a very fast learner. Does that compound your interest? Huh? What do you say? Huh, Barney?
Oh, Ben, that was amazing.
Thank you.
But it's too late for her to apply. I'm sorry, but we're not really taking any more applicants. Though I could make an exception for someone else.
Not interested.
I think that job's perfect for April. We just have to convince Barney to give her a shot. I mean, first problem, she's not as qualified as the other applicants.
Simple solution. I break into her college and I change her degree to accounting. Easy. On my way out, look up at the blackboard. What is that? Impossible math equation? I solve it. X equals Y. Obviously. Professor comes up to me, says I've been working on.
Ron, I found some towels. You okay? Wow.
Apparently, Craig is studying yoga. These are the only dry clothes I could find.
Well, you look great.
I feel extremely angry.
Oh, come on. Stop whining, you big baby. I've seen you with your eyebrows blown off. I've seen you without a mustache. I've seen it all. There's nowhere to run, Ron. You have tried Every possible means of escape. There's nothing to do but talk. What happened to these workplace proximity associates? Yeah, well, we needed a mindless factotum, and he's the best there is.
Amen. Then you took April. I didn't want her to go, as she had become one of my closest workplace acquaintances. But your offer was too good to pass up, so I didn't try to stop her. When Tom left to run his business, Donna left to run hers. One day I looked up, just didn't recognize anyone. So I made a decision. An unthinkable decision.
Hey, well, my, do my eyes deceive me? Is that Ron Swanson?
Hello, Leslie. Hello, April. Larry?
It's Terry now.
Okay. As luck
One
would
sec.
have it.
Oh, did you talk to Randy about the vote? Tell the Northeast that we need to put pressure on them or else we're going to be waiting forever, and I'm tired of waiting on them, okay? Sorry, this is a crazy day. So, what's up with you, you big lug?
Nothing important. Just thought you might want to have lunch. Tomorrow?
I would love to. It's been too long. JJ's Diner, 12:30.
Excellent. See you then.
Okay.
So, Randy says the House is voting tomorrow and they need us in Washington to prep.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Okay, get us the first flight out of here and grab the Missouri files. Meet me at my car. Hey, babe, I gotta go to Washington. Can you pick up the kids? Oh no. Ron, I stood you up for lunch.
You did, yes. I waited for a while, but it was pretty easy to figure out what had happened. Your life seemed pretty hectic.
Is that the rest of the story? That I stood you up? You were going to ask me something. That's why you wanted to have lunch. Ron, you were going...
I was going to ask you for a job. In the federal government. Just saying it out loud feels dirty.
You missed your friends. And you wanted to come up to the 3rd floor and work with us again. I can't even imagine how hard that must have been for you. God, why didn't I see that? Ron, I am so sorry. I should have been a better friend to you.
Honestly, Leslie, it's fine.